When you think about student test scores, you might picture a simple number on a page, or maybe a graph trending up or down. But what most people don't realize is just how much these scores reveal about the state of our schools and our society as a whole. Test scores are more than just statistics. They're a reflection of the challenges, opportunities, and realities that students face every day. They tell a story about what's working in education, what isn't, and where we need to focus our attention if we want to build a brighter future for the next generation. Right now, those numbers are at record lows. And it's not just because students aren't putting in the effort, or because they're distracted by their phones. The reality is far more complex, and a lot more concerning. These numbers are a wake-up call, signaling that something fundamental has shifted in the way students are learning, and in the way our education system is functioning. So what's really going on? Let's break it down and look at the bigger picture behind these falling scores. To truly understand the decline, we need to dig deeper into the daily experiences of students and teachers, and examine the broader forces shaping education today. Across the country, students in every grade are struggling, grades are dropping, and standardized test scores are reaching new lows that we haven't seen in decades. This isn't just a blip on the radar, it's a trend that's been building for years, and it's now reached a critical point. It's not just one subject either. Math, reading, science, almost every area is seeing a decline. And the drop isn't slow or subtle. It's happening fast, and it's affecting millions of students from coast to coast. Even students who were once high achievers are finding it harder to keep up, and the gap between the highest and lowest performers is widening. Recent national reports show that average scores are the lowest they've been in a generation. For some students, it means missing out on basic skills they'll need for the rest of their lives. These aren't just numbers, they represent real knowledge gaps that could have lifelong consequences, from reading comprehension to problem-solving skills. So what's causing this dramatic shift? The answer isn't simple, but experts agree. It's a combination of factors, all hitting at once. The education system is facing challenges on multiple fronts, and students are caught in the middle. Education specialists call it a perfect storm. Years of challenges have built up, and now we're seeing the results. It's not just one thing that's gone wrong, it's a series of interconnected issues, each making the others worse. First, there was remote learning. When schools closed and classes moved online, students lost valuable face-to-face time with teachers. Many struggled to stay focused at home, surrounded by distractions and without the structure of a classroom. For some, reliable internet or a quiet place to study was never an option. The sudden shift to online learning exposed deep inequalities in access to technology and support, leaving many students at a disadvantage from the very start. Parents tried to help, but not everyone had the resources or time. The digital divide became more obvious than ever, leaving some students even further behind. In households where parents were working multiple jobs or didn't speak English fluently, students often had to navigate lessons on their own. For families with several children, sharing a single device or internet connection made learning even more challenging. Then, when students returned to school, they found classrooms more crowded than before. Teachers had to juggle larger groups, and new curriculum changes made lessons even more confusing. Some students missed out on key concepts, while others struggled to catch up. The pressure to cover more material in less time left little room for review or individualized support. The pressure to catch up has been intense. Students are expected to learn more, faster, but many are still dealing with the stress and anxiety left over from the pandemic years. The emotional toll of isolation, uncertainty, and loss has made it harder for students to focus, stay motivated, and believe in their own abilities. And let's not forget the teachers. They're working longer hours, grading more papers, and trying to give every student the attention they need. Burnout is real, and it's making it even harder to turn things around. Many teachers are leaving the profession altogether, leading to shortages and even larger class sizes for those who remain. But these falling scores aren't just numbers on a page. They represent real challenges for real kids. Behind every low score is a student who may be struggling with confidence, feeling left behind, or questioning their future. Lower test scores can make it harder for students to get into college, qualify for scholarships, or even land a good job after graduation. The impact doesn't stop there. It can affect entire communities and even the economy. When students fall behind, it creates a ripple effect that touches families, neighborhoods, and the workforce. If students aren't prepared for the future, businesses may struggle to find skilled workers. That means slower economic growth and fewer opportunities for everyone. The long-term consequences could include a less competitive workforce, lower wages, and reduced innovation. The ripple effects of this crisis could last for years, shaping the lives of an entire generation. But here's the good news: there's still time to make a difference. By understanding the root causes of the problem, we can start to build solutions that work for all students, not just a lucky few. Schools and communities aren't giving up. Across the country, educators are coming together to find solutions. They're sharing ideas, pooling resources, and reimagining what learning can look like in a rapidly changing world. New tutoring programs are popping up, giving students extra help in small groups or one-on-one. Teachers are getting creative with lessons, using technology and hands-on activities to make learning more engaging. Some schools are even bringing in community volunteers and retired educators to provide additional support. Schools are offering after-school programs, summer learning camps, and even mental health support to help students recover, academically and emotionally. These programs are designed to meet students where they are, providing the time and attention they need to rebuild skills and confidence. And it's working. In some places, students are already starting to bounce back. Test scores are slowly improving, and confidence is returning to classrooms. Teachers are reporting more engagement, and students are rediscovering the joy of learning. So while the headlines might sound scary, remember this: with the right support, students can overcome these setbacks. It takes time, patience, and a willingness to try new approaches, but progress is possible. It's not just about test scores. It's about helping every student reach their full potential, no matter what challenges they face. When we invest in students' well-being, creativity, and resilience, we're building a foundation for lifelong success. Education isn't failing, it's evolving. Teachers, students, and families are adapting, learning, and growing together. The challenges we face today are real, but so are the opportunities to innovate and improve. If you want to stay informed about the latest in education, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more updates. Together, we can help every student succeed. The journey to recovery won't be easy, but with determination, creativity, and community support, we can turn the tide and ensure that every student has the chance to thrive, no matter what challenges come their way.